Hey y'all, this is India, and let's get into this video while I have a few minutes to doing a voiceover. I love the background of this video. We're just listening to the sounds of us mixing, sliding our feet in the kitchen, and running water, like really hitting them pots and busting open up them cans to like really getting ready for Thanksgiving. Although I am in here clocked in for the day, I will be having a full 8 hours today, so I said why not let me go ahead and get up and prep the dressing, because I know when I leave out of here tonight out this closet from working from home, I know I'm really going to be tired. Even though I pushed myself, I just said, you know what, India is smart to go ahead and do what you need to do.
When I tell you it's
So y'all see this famous cornbread. If you don't know, go to our YouTube channel, which is the Coleman Crew. I do have some videos on here. I did not add the mayo this particular time, but the way I do my cornbread, when you melt that butter and mix it in, baby, add your little flour. You really don't need to do sugar if you're doing honey cornbread. Like, it don't have to be all that sweet. My diet is really getting a little healthier, so I'm not too heavy on seasonings as well as the sugar, the sweets. I ain't trying to be no diabetic at 31 years old with 9 kids. No, I'm not. So let's get into this video. I'm for real, for real. My mom passed 11 years ago. So I say all this to say she taught me this recipe. We don't do the homemade cornmeal, whatever. We do that GPS. Let's get it done the easy way. Trust the process. You ain't gotta add all the extra time trying to get no homemade style cornbread. I'm telling you, this is the best. So what you seeing me mixing up that cornbread, chopping it down really, really good. I don't want no lumps and clumps, none of that. So I'm doing all that before I add in all my mixtures. Let me just start with this. My meats that I'm adding in has already been cooked. And the turkey necks are still boiling on the stove. I said boiling. My turkey necks are still boiling. I seasoned those well. That broth that's from the turkey necks is what we use. We don't use the Walmart brand broth. No, the meats is what's gonna give you that flavor. The turkey necks, that juice from the turkey necks, do not dump that out. That's what you add in for your dressing. You don't have to use the beef broth or whatever you use. You don't have to use the things from the store. So let's keep on rolling with it. That was the ground meat. I seasoned it well, so the seasons are already within my meat. The celery, cream of celery and the cream of mushroom, that amount just depends on how big your pan is. So I didn't want to do too many of mushrooms, so I did 2 celeries, cream of celeries, and 1 cream of mushroom. You are not going to taste all that. That's just going to help you with your mixtures. So as you can see, I'm opening those up, busting them down, shaking them in the bowl. Again, I already have the cornbread crumbs mixed all up and blended well. I dropped the ground meat that's already cooked and seasoned. I added in the 2 cans of cream of celery and 1 can of cream of mushroom, simply because it's not going to be a large pan. Everybody don't eat it in my house, the dressing. So you see I'm mixing it up. I'm also about to add in my fresh bell peppers, green onions, and all of that. So I chopped them down this morning, so that way when the turkey get cooked, start to get prepped up and cooked, that's already done. That is what I'm saying right there, the broth. That is from the turkey neck juice, y'all. My turkey necks, I want them to be tender, falling off the bone. So again, I'm prepping my dressing. When I clock out tonight, I'm sure my husband gonna already have the meat shredded for me. If not, I know that it's gonna be already done. I'm not gonna get rid of that juice. I'm not gonna even add all of that juice because I don't want it to be too soupy and sloppy and watery. It's gonna be just right. But at the same time, that flavor from the seasons, whatever meats you use, is what's going to help you blend in for your dressing. So as you can see, I just wanted to prep it. I'm prepping it. Normally, I don't have to really do this unless I'm prepping the night of. It is Wednesday, so it is the night of. Sometimes, even if you prepping, and let me stop right here. That's the sugar. Normally back then I would have added in all this sugar. I'm not doing all that. But when I'm prepping the night of, sometimes you might still have to keep some of that saved broth so it won't dry out, because once you put it in the refrigerator, it will get stiff. So we don't want no stiff dry dressing over here. We want it just right. Like if you open cutting a cake, busting it down the middle, it's gonna be just right, not dried out, not clumpy, lumpy. I don't want to use that word, but moist. You hear them different sounds. So yeah, that's the consistency. After I clock out tonight, I'm gonna add in the rest of the meat, which is the turkey neck, a little more of the turkey neck juice, which is the broth, and put it in a pan and put it in the oven for 350.